welcome to the Coffee and Podcast, where specialty coffee means so much more. We are on a quest to cultivate freedom for victims of human trafficking, all while drinking some really great coffee. I'm your host, Philip Clayman. I'm one of the founders of Three Tree Coffee in Statesboro, Georgia. I also have Cody here with us, who's my co-host. He's going to help us with some of this coffee cupping and tasting these things. He's also our lead roaster at Three Tree Coffee. And we have three coffees in front of us today, which can only mean one thing. This is a 3x3x3, which means we're going to have three people drinking three coffees in 3 minutes. All right. So we already have introduced two of us, but I now wanted to introduce our guest, Miss Keely Fennell. Keely owns Neesmith Construction. And Keely, why don't you just tell us a little bit more about yourself?
You know, I'm a lifetime resident of Statesboro, Georgia. I grew up in a construction family. It's been fun to join the family and learn about construction. Been doing it now for 35 years by myself. I cannot believe I'm that old, but it's fun to be able to raise my children, develop a business and an atmosphere here in Statesboro. I love what I do. I love my day job, and I also love to volunteer. So thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate you being on. I find that so impressive because, you know, I help own and operate a coffee shop, and that feels pretty overwhelming. I can't imagine construction and supply chain issues and housing markets. So anyways, I applaud you. I think that's a pretty amazing feat.
Here lately it has been,
Yes.
But I've had lots of hats and learned to do lots of things and learned to juggle. And I'm a very good logistics coordinator.
There you go.
Role. But yes, I'm grateful.
Awesome. Very cool. So, you know, something we talk about a lot is that coffee to us is so much more than just a hot beverage. We want to use it for our mission, right? We see it as a medium to accomplish ending human trafficking, things like that. So why does coffee mean more to you than just a hot beverage?
I like it, particularly at night. I like to calm down with it. I know people are usually the opposite. There's morning coffee people, but I'm actually a night coffee person. So I like it before I go to bed, but I also like it during the day. And I'll tell you the reason why I like it in the day is the beverage is always good, but the friendships that I develop by drinking coffee is more to me than the coffee itself. The coffee, good coffee is great coffee is, I love it. But I like the camaraderie and I like the friendships that are developed. And also, in my line of work, I like the business deals that happen over a cup of coffee. So I find it to be much more than just a cup of coffee because of the environment that I'm around when I drink it.
That's awesome. And it's so true. It's an invitation to connect with people, whether that's just relationally, friendships, or even something bigger, right? Maybe negotiation or some business deals. So,
absolutely.
Speaking of, no, I'm kidding. We're not going to have negotiation on the camera today, but I appreciate you sharing that. The last thing I just want to hear from you about is you were on the Blue Mile Committee for this project in Statesboro, Georgia. Can you tell us more about the Blue Mile project?
Blue Mile project is a revitalization effort for downtown Statesboro. It's been long needed on Highway 301 South is an area that has been neglected for so long. But the good thing is that our community has bought into this, and we were allowed to be part of a competition that allowed us to get $1 million. Us. We won $1 million that we were able to put back in our community to make it better. Since then, as you know, because Three Tree is located on this corridor, and it is located right in the heart of the Blue Mile area, and it's been an area that has been revitalized. We have a new streetscape project, all because of stormwater issues. So stormwater allowed us the opportunity to get a new streetscape. And before you know it, hopefully in 2024, 25, we will have a new creek on the Blue Mile, which will bring all kinds of businesses and jobs to our area. And that in turn brings customers, which then helps my day job at Neesmith Construction sell houses. So we're all tied together in some form or fashion. But it's great to see revitalization. We focus on the arts. We focus on economic development. We focus on housing. Housing is a big need in Statesboro. We need all kinds. All different price points. And we also need education about where our community's been. We like to highlight folks that have been through Statesboro, passing through Statesboro, and hopefully they'll continue to carry a part of Statesboro with them wherever they go. So it's a way that we can all bond together and revitalize and come together for a better cause, for good jobs, good place to hang out, have a cup of coffee, have some fun in downtown Statesboro.
Yep, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate your involvement in it. So, and we've been on this strip of road for, I guess, 8 years now. And it's just been awesome to see the change that's already happened, to see the revitalization that connects the Georgia Southern University campus to downtown Statesboro. And it's already been awesome just to see the type of culture it's built in the city, the excitement it's built in the city. And it's been a really great initiative so far. I can't wait to see what it becomes. So just thank you for your involvement in that.
You're certainly welcome. It's been a fun partnership with a lot of the businesses on the Blue Mile. So thank you for being a good partner. And I look forward to great things ahead.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Cool. So let's get on to tasting some coffees. Every time we do these types of episodes, we have a theme to our coffees. And today's theme, well, we actually have two themes today with our coffees. The first one is that all these coffees come from Colombia. They come from Colombia, South America. And Colombia has been growing coffee for hundreds and hundreds of years. But really over the past few decades, they have been surging into the specialty coffee scene for producing just some really high quality, delicious cups of coffee. In fact, the person who won the World Brewers Cup Championship just a few months ago, his name's Carlos Medina. He used a coffee from a farm in Colombia. It comes from the farm Granja La Esperanza in Colombia. And he won the World Brewers Cup using this coffee. I personally have just had some incredible Colombian coffees, and I'm really excited to see what we have today on the table. So that's the first theme, is they all come from Colombia. The next theme is that they are all roasted in our neighbor state of South Carolina. So let's meet our roasters real quick, who are all our neighbors in South Carolina. First of all, we have Barista Alley, and it's a Colombian coffee from La Fortuna, right there. Awesome. Next, we have Methodical Coffee, a well-known roaster in South Carolina. And this comes from Andres Cardona, Colombian coffee. And then lastly, we have a coffee from Junto Coffee Roasters. It comes from the Huila region of Colombia. And the producer is Freddie Correa, Pink Bourbon varietal of coffee. So anyways, very excited to try these three different coffees, all from Colombia, all roasted in South Carolina. So do we have our coffees ready?
Yes.
We do. All right, so let's divvy them up. And how this is going to work is we're going to take 1 minute per coffee. We're going to sip on it, share our thoughts as we're drinking it, and then we'll move on to the next coffee after a minute, and the next coffee after the last minute, and afterwards we'll choose our winner. All right?
Sounds good.
So
Looking forward to it.
without further ado, do we have our timer ready? Awesome. So we're going to start with coffee number 1 and go. Ooh. My first thought is it just hits pretty juicy right from the front. There's some pretty interesting flavors, vibrant flavors.
Yeah. Almost syrupy.
Syrupy, so like a
kind
thicker
of
body.
Yeah. Not necessarily thicker, but more just that almost lingering effect of syrup in your mouth.
Yeah. So one of the things that is talked about a lot with coffee tasting is just the aftertaste. So how long does it linger? And that can sometimes correlate with the body. So how dense is it? Does it feel thick on your tongue? Does it feel kind of light on your tongue? So a little bit of a thicker coffee, and it lingers.
It does linger quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it has a great flavor. I like the way it lingers, so good.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, some good sweetness, not too bitter. This is nice. Oh, okay. We got to move on to coffee 2. I was in the middle of coffee 1. We got to move on. So after you, Keely, go ahead. So coffee 2. Immediately, I noticed less flavor, at least comparatively.
I think it's more just a different type of flavor. This definitely doesn't have the body that the first one had.
So this one, I'm getting more florals for sure. And
All over the
It's
place.
softer.
Very
softer, almost tea-like, and especially on the aftertaste, almost like a rose sort of herbal thing going on. So really, really subtle up front, but then it kind of hits towards the end for me.
Especially the afterflow.
Yeah, aftertaste. Okay. Oh, and that's it for coffee 2. We're already on to coffee 3. We'll go and get that one started. Whoa.
That one will wake you up.
Yeah, that it kind of hit.
It kind of hit.
I don't know if I
fast.
like the hit or not. That was
It's kind of strong on the front end.
Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna be honest. These other ones are more familiar flavors for me.
I can't put my mind around it.
It's that wow. I mean, I still have the wow that I'm not sure how to describe.
Yeah,
But it definitely has wow.
Yes, I'm not loving it. It's not bad. There's like a slight vegetal thing I think going on. That's a little. Then we are out of time. That's it.
Wow.
Slight vegetal thing. Maybe a little underdeveloped. I don't know. That one's a little funky to me. But okay, that was it. 3 coffees in 3 minutes. Now we get to choose a winner. So what we're going to do is we're going to count to 3, and you point to your favorite cup of coffee, and then we'll reveal which one's which. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. So me and Keely pointed to coffee 1. Cody pointed to coffee 2. So coffee 1 is the winner. Let's see who coffee 1 is. It is Methodical Coffee. Way to go, Methodical. Really fantastic. Really juicy. Lots of flavor going on there. Let's see what coffee 2 was. We have Barista Alley. All right, Barista Alley, way to go. You got Cody's vote. And then sadly, the one without any votes today, but still not a bad cup of coffee, is Junto. So there we have it. Methodical with the win today. But more importantly, we appreciate Keely coming on. Thank you for coming on, just sharing more about who you are and what you do in the Blue Mile. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, awesome.
Fun day.
We'll appreciate it, and cheers.